Welcome back everybody, I am JustDaZack and today we are going to have a look at Time Walker Dark World, a fantasy roguelike Autobattler game that just left early access and got released into its, well, full release version, so to speak. Also, I did, however, actually play 2 rounds before this in the previous early access stage, so I have a little bit of knowledge, maybe. Also, for full transparency, I did receive a free key for this game from the publisher. So please keep that in mind. But with this, without further ado, let's jump into the game by starting with the settings menu, because frankly there isn't much. We have resolution, full screen on off, 2 audio sliders, screen shake on off, and a bunch of languages, which the only kind of European one, quote unquote, is English. Other than that, we have Asian languages, and that's about it for the settings menu. And as you can tell, it's not even a settings menu, it's a setting menu. And I will have a few things to say about that throughout the video as well. Of course, there's gonna be achievements, codex, and so on, and some unlockable talents. Again, I did play 2 rounds before, so I managed to unlock some extra XP for, well, the beginner classes, so to speak. In this game, we have abilities and classes with our 4 characters, and we can upgrade them with, like, you know, the fighter can be stronger, the archer can be stronger, we can actually unlock some classes. As you can tell, I actually made the mistake, and I didn't unlock the priest class, but I buffed it, its healing effects. So you can't, it seems like you can't like refund the skill points here, but I guess if I would just play 1-2 more rounds, had the points, could do this. So classic roguelike stuff here with some meta progression. Let's jump into the preparation phase. We can choose, well, the different classes, because when you start a run in this game, everyone is essentially just a rookie, a base, general, common, unclass, so to speak, and you need, throughout your journey, you get the abilities, make your guys stronger, and then throughout your journey you also essentially find the classes to keep it at a general level. And when you find the classes, you can give and assign them to the people. And I think, as I haven't unlocked one, because even though, you know, that usually suggests, okay, I'm gonna choose these 4, these are the classes I start with. No, I think how it works is these are the 4 classes I can find throughout my run. And you always have to assign 4. For example, I have 3 selected, I can't start the game, or only 1. So it's not like you can go with only warrior. I guess you can actually throughout your run, but you will still find the other 3 classes that you have selected. And as you can say, fighter is a tank and DPS, your perfect choice of teammate. Assassin works in the dark, serves your bidding, so very good at dodging, very fast, a good crit chance, so to speak, high attack rate. So usually you kind of want to try to go with the damage dealing one. The fighter is just to survive mostly. Then you have your archer, keep your distance, attack speed is the key as well, so the archer benefits from the talent. After each basic attack, cast +1 stable. Well, what is stable? Increases plus 0.1 AS, which I think is attack speed, and also basic attack damage stacks up to 20 points. So there's a lot of things like those, like you want to stack buffs, you want to create your abilities to match each other. They also get exclusive abilities that you can find throughout your run as well. And the mage, of course, wants to cast a lot of spells, because then they get this mana focus ability, which can stack up to 20 times during combat, which increases magic damage and decreases the cooldown and stuff like this. But instead of talking, let's jump into the game and see what this is about. So we have a bunch of difficulties. There's also a story. As you can see, there's this kind of skeleton king here. The story, frankly, is, I have no idea. I played 2 rounds, and the writing is literally on the level of like, okay, we are the heroes and the dark skeleton talks us. Oh, this time I will defeat you. We will not stand a chance. And the heroes are just like, oh man, you're pretty old. Are you my grandpa? And yeah, that is the level of the writing. So you guys know me. I always want to deep dive into the world, want to understand what's going on. Frankly, I don't think this is the game for that. If who really wants to dive into the game, tunes out that easily, so just to tell you guys what to expect, let's actually go with this normal run. Or do I try hard? No, let's go normal, because I want to show you guys at least the boss if I can get that far. And you have some modifications that you can adjust to get more rewards and make the runs more interesting, so to speak. But yeah, I cleared easy, normal before, haven't done hard. Let's go with normal anyway. And here we go. Oh, there we go. We actually have a little bit of story now. I'm here again. Wait, I died before. How? The nightmare has just begun. Where do you think you are going? It seems the combinations O skills is the key. 0 skills? Yeah. It's not just the writing, it's also the translation and the formatting. We saw that previously with the hero description. That is... it's not good. It really isn't good. Translation is all over the place. The formatting pretty much as well. And the writing, it's there. Let's try a new combination. Also, I have no idea what this is in brackets, by the way. I guess this indicates thinking or so. But here we go to the main meat of the game, the combat mode. Well, we have the current level, we have as many souls, which I think, having played a couple of rounds, because the game doesn't really explain to you what that is. There's like a bare bones tutorial, like do this, drag this. I think souls are like extra life, essentially. You have these four guys, and they can die during a run, and after the combat, they just come back. But if one of these guys dies during a run, you lose one of your souls, aka extra life. And I guess if this goes down to 0 and then you start losing your heroes, you're gonna have a bad time. There's also timer, and unfortunately, you can't pause the game. I'm gonna get to that in a second, but we have these 4 heroes. We can position them however we want. I have not found a way so far to get more or actually less than 4 people, even though the board is pretty big. I think it's mostly just for positioning, and as you can tell here, these are all just rookies having base stats. If you hover over, you get the symbols, and you kind of have to figure out on your own what these symbols mean. You also have their ability. Well, they're a rookie, they're a dummy, weak but fearless. And here these stats at the bottom seem to indicate how much damage they take, deal, and heal during a run. And we have some inventory here to the right, which I get in a second. Let's actually just click fight, and there we go with the main meat. We position our guys, and they will automatically run out, seek the enemies, and fight. Of course, this was just the first run, so not much of a trouble. And we found some treasure. Well, let's collect the treasure. There we go. We're gonna collect everything. I have no idea why you would ever click ignore, frankly, because I think you also have an unlimited inventory, so this is a little bit of a non-choice, I think. Regardless, let's collect these. And, oh yeah, because of my upgrades, I actually start with a basic healing spell. So we have these 3 skills, so to speak. The basic healing spell, which has a passive and an active. Some skills only are passive. I think pretty much every skill that has an active also has a passive, if I'm sure. At least to my knowledge so far. As you can see, they have different borders, which I think indicates like, okay, this is... because this is not green because it's heal, it's green because this is more like an uncommon or rarer skill to find. Same with the magic bullet scatter. And we have this Arctic domain here, which is gray, which I guess means common. Let's go with this. This is actually just a passive, increases defense by 10. Also increases healing effect, which I don't know if it's healing received or healing dealt out. I actually think it means healing received. But again, it's not that clear, unfortunately. And all allies plus 1 10% ice damage. Well, we don't have that yet, but some defense. Let's put this on the number 1, sure. We're gonna make number 1 our tank. We also have the sealing spell, which has a passive plus 100% healing effect. So considering that you want this on a person who heals with this active... Oh wait, yeah, let's actually read this. Plus 10 HP per second can't be merged. So this is kind of the question, right? It does double the healing effect. Also gives us the passive to, I think that means... well, regenerate 10 HP per second hit points, and well, also gives us the active plus 50 HP. Active means there's a cooldown. When the cooldown goes away, we see that at the bottom of this description, 5 seconds. So then the hero actually gets 50 HP healed again. Also, healing effect is the bonus on instant healing. Oh. Look at this. I keep ranting because I think this was in the early access phase, or I skipped it. Healing effect is the bonus on instant healing. Frankly, that doesn't quite help me that much as well, because I'm not sure. Still don't know if this is healing received or dealt. I think it's received again, but I'm not 100% sure. Revive and cure won't share this bonus. Okay, let's equip this to... Actually, we want this guy to be the tank, so let's keep him being healed up as well. Because even though it's like a casting spell, he still gets the regenerative effect of 10 HP per second, and he's gonna use the active on himself for a hero, it actually says. So that's another thing, right? If it says active plus 50 HP for a hero, is that random? Is it always him? Is it always the weakest? We have unfortunately no idea. We're gonna try to figure that out ourselves somehow during combat, but again, we can't pause. And it's only well, more complicated with more skills. Anyway, we also have this magic bullet scatter, has a passive, increases the attack by 5, nice. Also increases magical damage by 10%, and has the active, deals 100% attack magical damage to 2 enemies, also inflicts flexibility to the hero itself. If with mana focus adds one more mana focus. We saw that before mana focus, for example, what mage class generates, so that would be a good fit there. But still, we get the other benefits if not. Also, by the way, what is flexibility? Flexibility decreases cooldown by 20%. That sounds pretty good. Can't stack, unfortunately. And what is mana focus in general? Again, we learned that just a little bit more magical damage and a little bit better cooldown effect, so to speak. I think if we get the mage class, we want to make the 4th hero well, the mage, so I'm gonna put it in there, so you also have this. Of course, we just started out, and now we have a choice to go for the next combat, what kind of loot we're gonna find. This is pretty much guaranteed, and usually we also get like one additional skill as well. This is just one we know we will get for sure. There's the Ice Elemental Thrust, the Icy Multi-Shot, for example, which increases also our attack speed, which is pretty nice. And after 4 basic attacks, deals some physical damage to the nearest 2 enemies. If the target is already freezing, deals extra 50% physical damage. I mean, could be good if you want to go for the archer, or we have this. Rampaging Impact 1 increases maximum HP and has the active deals physical damage that equals to 10% maximum HP of cells. I mean, we kind of want this for the tank maybe. Let's go with this. Okay, also we have this bomb thing, which I have no idea what that means actually. I have honestly no idea. This was never implied in the tutorial. But actually with a question mark. How to play. Put an ability into the slot, put the rest into other slots. Then fight. Okay, we have this. The merging. We actually have the different colors indicating what the portals do. Elite stage, general stage, reward, store, boss stage. But usually so far the choices are somewhat limited, but you know, you usually if you don't want to go with common, you're gonna take the other choice. But I keep ramping, we want to make more combat. I keep talking so much. So you are the tank, now we want you at the front. You're kind of our mage caster, we want you a little bit behind. Well, let's just go with this. This is still just the second combat, right? So I'm someone who tends to overthink these things. So let's just go with this. Our team can handle this. We have actually a little bit of healing effect here. Revive, 10 HP per second. Why does everyone have this right now? For example, we saw that real quickly here. Would be nice if we could actually, you know, pause the game to look that up during the combat. Okay, this is still the basic healing spell, which has the passive. Yeah, more healing effect, 10 HP per second, can't merge, and it's just 50 HP per hero. So technically, this is the only healing spell we have. And I'm pretty sure I didn't pick up one of the... Maybe I did. Maybe it's one of the passive from the talents, which I bought with meta currency. I actually don't know why our people had to revive there. Okay, you are gonna take this now. There's another thing, by the way, which I found. Let's actually check this out if they patch this out of the early access. So Rampaging Impact, I have here my second hero. I say, you know, to have a better oversight, I want to place this on slot 3. This works. You know what? No, maybe not. I'm gonna put this on slot 1. Oh, wait. Doesn't work. No, I feel more comfortable to have this on slot 1. So the solution to do that then, you have to put it out to, into the inventory, and then you can place it back to slot 1. But if you want to switch it out here, you can kind of switch them out like this, 1 to 1, but you can't move them on these slots, which... It's not like it's locked, it's not like it's always on the first slot, because again, if I put it back into the back, I can easily drag it to the... Well... Sometimes, if your aim is better, there we go, still drag it to the second slot, or if I go back, you also have to be surprisingly precise, as you can see. Sometimes it just doesn't register the input if you're like in the between of the boxes. It's just very tiny things that, especially considering how much time you spend with the skills, is definitely noticeable a little bit. Okay, this is a Flame Burst, cast Magical Fire. I'm gonna keep this close. This is magic fire. We're gonna put this on the guy who's gonna become our hero. This one doesn't currently have anything. It's fine. Open a new portal, and now we actually have a choice. So, purple was an elite stage. Sometimes show up and may get hero items. Hero items are essentially permanent stat ups, which is probably pretty nice. Let's go with this. Yeah, it's also somewhat different. Icy Shackled. Well, not sure if I want this, but we have a tougher enemy. Cool music in the background as well, I have to admit. So what we are gonna do, we put our tank at the front. We're gonna put the other twos down here to flank him a little bit. Mage here, because we want you to attack him as soon. Let's see if this works. I focus on this guy. Actually, yeah, everyone has revive, and I don't even know why. Unlimited potential. There's also flexibility. Why do you have that now? Oh, because of magic bullets. Fair enough. Okay, we did that. Good job. Defeated the boss. More rewards, collect this, and there we go. We have the class artifact turns hero into mage. So we're gonna just drag and drop this to number 4. and vloop, stats change, and now this is a mage. Slightly different stats, less HP, but also, I think, whoop, yeah, more attack. And as you can see here, the hover over is a little bit, I mean, it works, but could also maybe be a little bit smoother. So if we hover over, different stats again, and now the mage's main ability is the mana focus. Every time uses one of the spell abilities, which these two are, you gain 1 mana focus, which again increases the character's magical damage per stack and decreases cooldown. So we want this character to just keep flinging spells if possible. This is also a cast ice, oh cool. Also increases healing effect, which doesn't really matter much on this mage, right? Unless she gets healed, I don't know. Okay, also increases maximum HP, inflicts severe cold, which does work on bosses, great. And freezing to enemies within 2 grids of target. Which means it's kind of, even though it's a cast ability, like maybe melee, cause, well, you want that one to be close. So freezing decreases attack speed a lot and move speed. Severe cold, it decreases attack itself. But again, that doesn't work on bosses. Okay, so we could do this, or we have Icy Shackles, okay. Deal 100% attack magic damage and inflicts freezing for 3 seconds. If the target is already freezing, deals 50% extra damage and inflicts freezing for 1 second. So I guess extra freezing? But even though it says it cannot stack, so I'm not quite sure what it means with that. Well, but we have a bunch of freezing. I wonder if that is another translation thing, because if we look at the bottom with the explanation, we have first off the explanation for freezing, and then we have the explanation for freezing again. The first one is minus 20% attack speed and move speed, and the second one is unable to attack and move at all, apparently. So, I think that's probably another translation thing. Gonna put this to you, and we're gonna put... I mean, you are the tank, right? Ooh, all allies more ice damage. That actually works with her. I mean, this does heal you. This gives you also more HP. So I guess you can have this for now. Also more HP and a little bit of freezing. So right now, maybe we have like 2 tanks. Okay, what is this? Survive will? Oh, more defense. That sounds nice. And active inflicts 1 survive will to itself. Alright, survive will increases defense and also plus 10 HP per second. And this can also stack up to 20 times. That sounds pretty good. Let's get this for our tank stuff right now. We're gonna collect those, and we have this defense book, which also increases defense by 20. So if we now look at our main tank right here, the shield should be defense. There we go, it tells us that as well. Which, I mean, technically, as someone who has played a lot of games, we of course kind of know what defense is, but, you know, someone who plays this for the first time wouldn't necessarily know, right? Regardless, put this on, and now we have 35 defense. Pretty cool, actually. And this again increases defense and HP. What is this? More defense, healing effect, all allies plus 10% ice damage as well. And we have this healing as well. And we have this too. Kind of wondering if I want to stick everything to the first player or if I just go with the second one. Sure, let's go with 2 tanks. Why not? I haven't done this before. Usually I was able to go with like warrior, rogue, archer, and mage. But I mean, right now, kind of seems like we have 2 tanks, but who knows, this might change. Revive Blessing, Arctic Domain again. By the way, again, this is an Autobattler, so if you have 3 of a kind, we can actually upgrade that version. I think so far the highest tier you can achieve, you can see it here on these abilities that have a 1. This is a tier 1 spell or ability. You can stack this up to tier 3. And again, there's some abilities that can't be stacked at all, for example, like basic healing spell here. Maybe we want to do this. This increases healing effect, inflicts revive and indestructible 1. Revive is 10 HP per second, and indestructible is 40% HP per second. That sounds pretty good. Again, basic healing spell. I mean, 10 HP is okay, and the 50 also, but probably not for the whole game. Okay, let's have our 2 tanks at the front, maybe like this. You are just there. Let's go fight. Let's actually speed this up a little bit. Watch this. We see some debuffs on the enemies as well. Can we hover over? No, we just see the symbols. So we have a rough idea what that might cause that, but we can't pause the game to really look that up, unfortunately. Alright, so you have more healing effects. So I'm gonna switch this. You'll get this healing effect. You get this. And number 3 gets this, let's say, archer ability, plus 10% crit chance. Nice. Again, I don't know how crits work in this game, if it's just flat out double damage or different, because games always handle this a little bit different. Does the mage actually have a crit chance? No. For these guys, it's all 0, but if we equip this now, You now have 10% crit chance right here. That's pretty nice. Also, the active ability, after casting 5 physical abilities, shoot an arrow that deals 450 attack physical damage. The attack also has a 10% crit rate. Nice, so damage dealing. What do we have here? Frozen Strike, Speed Boost, which... Oh, I want to try this out, because in the early access, this wasn't quite accurate as well, unfortunately. Okay, you guys are the tanks. I'm gonna switch you out. Let's go with this. Why not? Okay, we're doing fine. We have these different abilities here. Frozen, so I guess that means from that ability they have freeze. Don't know what this middle one was there with the shackle. Okay, let's get the treasure. Oh, we have a second rampaging impact. I definitely want to keep that to apply it here. In the meantime, sure, let's have the speed buzz. Yeah, I mean, we can just give both to you. So you also get more HP and what? The basic healing spell. I mean, you get the healing for free. Also, we have Speed Boost, which also increases the healing effect, also maximum HP. Huh. Healing effect, maximum HP. This just defense, quote-unquote. More healing. I mean, still 10 damage here on the Arctic domain. But maybe that's not good enough. Can we actually have... No, I don't think we can have 2 abilities on the same character. No, that's not possible right now. Because the Speed Boost also gives the active ability plus 2.2 attack speed and minus 2% cooldown to all allies for 30 seconds, which doesn't sound much, right? Because it's just a single stack, but, well, at least it does apply to everyone. Also, we're gonna try this out. So, I want you a little bit more on the back. You guys tank, and you try to go sneak around and finish these guys off. There we go, but if we now look at our buffs here, it says actually speed 0.2 AS and minus 2 CD. Interesting. Because in the early access it was actually 0.5, which I thought was a little bit more reasonable actually. So 0.2, I'm not sure if that really is that good if I'm honest. Okay, we gained an elm bow. Not sure if this is supposed to actually say elm bow or if this is another type with like elf bow, but I would guess actually it's the second one, but let's equip you. You are an archer now. And you now have the inertial shot ability after each basic attack, plus cast 1 stable. As you can see, they are formatting this like double, triple space there as well. And what is stable increases attack speed and basic attack damage as well. So we want the archer to attack very often with basic attack, because that just gets more out of hand. Okay, Furious Punch, more HP. Every 5 damage taken, deal damage equal to 7% of your maximum HP to a single target. Interesting. Oh, this is actually, this Ice Elemental Thrust, as you can see, is a tier 2 ability. Ooh, which also passively increases attack speed, very good for our archer. And after 4 attacks, deals 200% attack of ice physical damage and casts 1 ice element to itself. Ice element, by the way, increases defense and ice ability damage. I mean, also kind of like a tank ability, I would say, but I'm mostly interested in the attack speed for our archer. So the archer can attack as often as possible. Right now it's 1.5. You have 1. We need more buffs. And you have 1 and you have 0.8. Okay, we also have Furious Punch. I mean, you have 750 HP, which is maybe okay. I don't know. Basic healing spell. Again, it's plus 50 HP for a hero and this 10 HP per second. Let's try to switch this out for the next round. Oh yeah, now thanks to this you also have more HP. Maybe this is better, I don't know. There's another Ice Thrust. Multi-shot. Oh yeah, let's get with that. Okay, orange, purple. Some free stuff, let's go. This, ooh, plus 500 maximum HP. Okay, I guess. Yeah, sure. You're our second tank now. You have more HP. 1375, which again for this, every 5 damage taken, it deals damage equal to 7% of your maximum HP to a single target. Sounds pretty good as well. And you have some healing here and defense and this as well with the cold and also more HP and the freezing effect, which could work. Okay, we also have Icy Multi-Shot, which again, rampaging impact. If our archer gets hit, we made something wrong. Or we did something wrong, so I'm gonna equip this to you. It also increases your attack speed. And also after 4 basic attacks, deals extra damage. Let's go. Okay, new portal. We have Icy Shackles. We have 1 here as well. There's another precision shot. Let's go with that. More precision, more crit chances. I'm gonna put you both at the back now. So we have these 2 tanks. These 2 just shooting arrows and casting spells and getting better at it. Sounds pretty decent as well. Okay, there's still... Oh, you have this, right? Okay, I'm gonna collect this. Revive Blessing 1. But it's only to yourself. Okay, we have these two abilities. Now I'm kind of thinking, you know what? Just to show it to... Oh, I actually can't use this to merge? Interesting. Because I wanted to do this. For, as you can see, we have these 3 slots here. And there's 2 things we can do with this. If we have 3 different abilities, apparently not the ones here, we can fuse this one into a random one of the same rarity. Or, of course, if you have 3 of the same kind, we can upgrade it to the 2nd tier. Okay, open portal. Oh, there we go. I can teach you that or show you that with the precision after this. Let's go. Double speed. Let our friends handle this here. By the way, I hope the game isn't too loud. I'm so sorry. Okay, so right click, right click, right click. Again, right now it's 10% crit after 5 physical damage for 50 and 10 crit. Let's go. Merge this. Now it's tier 2. It's 15% crit. Also 550% attack physical damage with the active ability. So definitely a slight upgrade. That's nice to see. Open portal. Explosive shot. Sounds like something we want to give to our archer. 3 of these guys. Let's just fight. Double speed. We have this bond. Oh, wait. Oh, revive plus 10 HP per second. So those are bonding mechanisms. Interesting. And mana arrow, because we have 1 archer and 1 mage, all heroes' cooldown is actually decreased by 5%. And because previously we had so many, original inspiration at revive to all heroes. This is why that is actually a thing, because we have still these commoners, these rookies. I didn't know this. Maybe in the full game the tutor is actually telling you that, but I honestly didn't know. So I can't upgrade this. No, we have a 2nd archer. We could, of course, make one of these guys an archer, but I don't want to, because I want this ability, frankly. So this is a healing spell. Ooh, also plus 10 attack, also plus 0.5 attack speed. Sorry. Inflicts Gentle Breeze 1 to self. For 5 seconds, if already unstable, inflicts flexibility. Gentle Breeze on itself also is normal, again like 0.5 attack speed, flexibility, better cooldown, can't stack, stable, also attack speed and so on. This might actually be better on our mage now that I think about this. Attack speed, crit, 2nd mage, another mage would actually be very good now that I think about this. Icy multi-shot, maybe not quite good enough. More attack speed. I think I want this on our archer, frankly. So that this one attacks even faster. Yeah, 2 attacks per second right now. We also have explosive shot here, which also increases attack, and after 4 basic attacks shoots a burning arrow. We have so much cool archer stuff. There's also this healing strike, more attack, nice. Healing effect, and deals 100% attack physical damage, inflicts strong to self and inflicts revive to self for 3 seconds. Strong increases HP, defense, can stack up to 50 times, and revive is the 10 HP boost. This might actually be good on our tank, so to speak. What is this? Healing effect, maximum HP, and a little bit of freezing. I think I rather have you this healing strike ability that you can just tank more, so to speak. And now I want to show you guys, let's just use these 3 abilities as a check. I'm gonna cast Recast, and now for example we have this inertial strike ability. Traded in 3 for 1 random, which sometimes you get one which you, of course, because you get a lot of abilities, you want to merge them to hopefully get a chance to, you know, get a 3rd one, for example, for the rampaging impact, so that you can then upgrade it to a different tier. Okay, open the portal. There's another inertial strike, another precision shot, which is already on 2. Interesting. Or healing strike. Oh, that is straight up a healing strike too. Maybe I should have taken the precision shot then, because then we would have 2 at tier 2 and would be very close to tier 3. Not sure if that was so smart. Okay, defense. I mean, you are 20 defense, bunch of HP. You are... I mean, you're more the defense, guys. I'm gonna give you the defense. Not sure if we have any abilities that get stronger with the defense ability, but if we find them, I want that on you, I guess. Okay, so tier 2 healing strike. This might actually be better on a different character too, question mark. So you have all the healing. You have this. Deals physical damage that equals 10% maximum HP of itself. This is actually... Both have maximum HP. This is not what this character does, though. Also just 10 defense. Well, I guess it's still good with the extra ice damage. Would make these characters a little bit better. Okay, I think, you know, 125 maximum HP and a little bit of damage not good enough. So you get actually tier 2 healing strike. More attack, healing effect. Let's go with this setup. Okay, new portal. Icy multi-shot, sure, why not? I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit until we get like a shop or to the boss. See you guys in a second. Great, we have 3 flaming burst wands now. That means right click, right click, right click. I'm gonna merge this, and now we have a tier 2 one. Beautiful. Gonna equip it here. That makes our mage better. Open a new portal to the boss. Here we go. Oh no, that's the shop, never mind. Oh, this is new. This wasn't in early access, and I have not the slightest idea what this means. This is not even translated. So drop rate of level 1 ability. So I guess this means we upgrade the shop from 99 to 97, and we increase the drop rate of level 2 abilities. Also, free refresh number increases, and hero item number adds. So more items that we could acquire. I mean, what do we have? What do we want? Probably want to sell some of these, actually. Does this work? 12 gold. I'm honestly not sure if this is worth it. I wonder if it's actually better to just, you know... Maybe we can't merge this. I'm gonna sell this. There we go. But I think I would rather keep the others to potentially merge them. There we go. I'm actually not sure right now if you can already, for example, if I have 3 elves, if I can then upgrade that character to a tier 2 elf. Because I have seen, at least for some classes in the ability screen and the main menu, that you have to unlock it. So I might not be able to do that even if I get another archer. Okay, we want to keep these abilities for now. We still have 2 of those. The rest is here. Okay, what is this? Icy multi-shot, kind of okay, but not good enough. You already went with this build here. So we're gonna keep this. We have this thing, which I probably want to upgrade. There's another precision shot. Would be amazing if we could get that to tier 3. There's another one of those. We don't have any of the other abilities, I think. So let's upgrade this for 200, I guess. Oh, sword and shield. Turns hero into warrior. We couldn't just straight up buy it. Ah, money! Warrior would be nice, even though frankly survive to will would be very good as well, if I'm honest. No. Okay, I wanted to originally recast those, but maybe it's actually better to sell them in this particular case. I would really like to have the third survive to will, but let's buy the hero, sorry. And let's turn, well, who does it matter? Not that much. I turn you into hero. More attack, more defense, more HP. Actually, more HP is way more important. I'm not even sure of the attack. And you have the ability Relentless. So when your HP drops below 20% for the first time, you get 20 defense, more HP, maximum HP, more current HP, and also cast Revive and for 3 seconds on you, which is essentially just 3 HP per second, and cast Shield, which also increases your defense for 300. Which I wonder if this also counts as like, this is the thing, right? Because the way it's worded right here means, okay, this casts Revive to yourself for 3 seconds, and then also cast Shield for the entire combat for 300 extra defense, which I'm pretty sure that would be completely overpowered. So I think it instead means that it also casts Shield for 3 seconds. But again, translation, clarity, rough to say the least. Okay, this is what we have here. I guess I kind of have to go with this. Let's open the portal. At least we have a warrior. Boss is coming up. Shadow Dagger. Pretty good if we had like... Ooh, Ice Elemental Thrust 3. That would be very good here. We don't have an assassin. This is the Ganpa. Did you just have one eye like this when you were alive? I mean... look at this. Like, we of course have our hero guys in the background, and it's not actually turned off. So if we hover over here, it still gets this pop-up. This is actually a bit annoying. Did you just have one like this when you were alive? I mean, when you had skin? Okay. Yeah, that's legitimately the level of writing here. Okay, you will tank the boss. You will try... Everyone else is gonna stay here at the bottom and try to get rid of the small fry in the meantime. There we go, good job. There we go, did it. Double speed. We won! Treasure! Ooh, special event. A burst of golden light emitted, and the number of team resurrections +1. Yeah, we actually have 7 out of 6 right now. Also another warrior, which again, with the current build, I guess I want you to be a warrior as well. +8 attack. Might actually be better on the archer, frankly, because the archer attacks very often and fast, right? Also, Ice Elemental Thrust 3. Oh! So this is actually a thing. So you can't have 2 abilities of the same tier equipped, but you can have 2 abilities of different tiers equipped. And this is +1 extra attack per second. You have 3 attacks. This is more attack, more... Oh, this is crit though. Oh, it's so hard. I really want both of those. Honestly, very hard. Not sure what is better. Like this 5 seconds, very stable. More attack and stuff. Oh, this is better. Huh. Very hard. Technically, I guess this is also a good ability, or a very good ability would be on the warrior, because yes, increases attack speed, but also defense with the ice elemental. So you could also make like a very fast attacking one that can also tank a bunch. Also on the shadow assassin, that could also attack a lot. And also now we have new bonds, like strength strike, all heroes plus 15 attack, mana strike, all heroes plus 50% magic ability damage, and all heroes plus 300 maximum HP, because we have one warrior and we have one warrior and stuff. That doesn't seem to be a combo because we have 2 warriors right now. But yeah, this is the boss. Now we open new portal and rinse and repeat and go further beyond, so to speak, into the dark world as a time worker. And then we would gain some points here that we could then spend to, for example, unlock the priest class or upgrade our warriors that they have in the different tiers. I guess first it's warrior, tier 2 warrior would be fighter, then veteran, that they also have more maximum HP, for example. And that is Time Walker Dark Worlds, ladies and gentlemen. So, is it any fun? Frankly, yes, there's a surprisingly engaging replay value here. Again, I played 2 rounds before, now a round as well, yes, for the showcase. The thing that really, really holds this game back though, and this is also why I did receive the game before the full launch. I thought, hey, maybe early access towards full release, the translation will be better, the clarity will be better, the UI will be a little bit more clearer and, you know, optimized and more polished. But all these things don't happen, and you know, with the writing, I didn't expect that, but especially the translation and the clarity, considering how much is going on, how many abilities you have, how many stats you have to keep in mind, how they work together. That really needs to be incredibly accurate, and of course that's kind of hard to nail down, but I think really needs to be. And I actually also think that it hurts this game that you actually can't slow down the speed or even pause it in the midst of combat. Because it would be very cool when I see, okay, this character just cast an ability, I'm gonna pause the game right now, I can actually correlate, okay, now this buff popped up. So that helps me to understand how this works when this triggers, so I can optimize my party even more. But that's not kind of here. You try, at least that's how I found myself. I got overwhelmed, so I just thought, okay, you tank, you much HP, much defense, you attack, more attack speed, this. I position you and hope for the best, so to speak. But really fine-tuning seemed to be too hard for me to get into because of, yeah, translation, formatting, and so on, as I mentioned before. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my opinion of Time Walker Dark World. Please tell me what you think of the game. Please tell me what you think of my showcase, and feedback thereof as well. Feedback is, to me, is always greatly appreciated. Stay awesome. We see each other in the next video.